This is KGW News at noon.
And we start with the big mess on I-5 near Tigard. Traffic has been backed up for more than 12 hours after a semi-truck crashed near the Barber Boulevard exit last night. Sky 8 flew overhead earlier today, and you can see all those cars just stretching for miles. Thank you for joining us today. I'm Brenda Braxton. We have been all over this story all day long. Let's get right to Chris McGinnis with an update on the road closure. Chris.
Brenda, let's give you the here and now. So the particulars, are this. This is I-5 northbound, and ODOT is letting one lane, the left lane, pass the Barber Boulevard exit ramp here. You can see, though, they still have a lot of work to do over the center and right lanes to deal with. One, the truck that was involved in that fiery crash last night, and two, the sign bridge that was damaged in that crash. So lots to do. I just got off the phone with ODOT, and they tell us that the situation could be like this for a couple of hours into the afternoon commute and maybe beyond. So we're already looking at delays right now on northbound I-5 that continue all the way back to 217, and this is likely to stack up even more as we get into the afternoon commute. For some perspective, here are some of the average daily volumes on some key points along I-5. That 160 that you see represents 160 cars a day that pass I-5 at 217, and up near that 99W exit ramp, 107,000 cars a day. So we still have a lot of traffic yet to get through this area typically, and so I would expect afternoon backups as well. Folks that are coming in from Wilsonville, Tualatin, Tigard probably want to consider skipping that section of I-5 even though we have one lane open. Brenda?
All right, thank you very much, Chris. ODOT has a really big job. It had to bring in cranes to remove this damaged sign over the freeway. The semi-truck driver died. Police have not publicly identified that person or said what caused the wreck, but we will stay on top of it, bring you any updates as we get them. Have you seen this man? Portland police say he's missing and was last seen Wednesday near Multnomah Village. Officers say Ronald Charvis lives with a traumatic brain injury and won't know how to get home on his own. He's 6'4", 230 pounds. Police say he was wearing glasses, a white hoodie, jeans, and blue and white Nike shoes. If you see him, you're asked to call 911. In a few hours, a Portland woman will appear in court accused of setting 4 small fires on a hillside near the University of Portland. 38-year-old Adrian Clark is charged with reckless burning. The fires burned brush along the path near North Willamette and Harvard. Lieutenant Rich Chapman with Portland Fire and Rescue says the fires got pretty close to U of P. He says police were able to make a quick arrest because witnesses saw Clark setting the fires with a lighter. Well, it's official. Jay Inslee is running for a 3rd term as Washington's governor. He made the announcement in a post on Twitter. It comes one day after Inslee said he's dropping out of the 2020 presidential race. His campaign centered on climate change, but he didn't register enough support in the polls to take part in CNN's upcoming town hall on the issue. Here's what he had to say last night on the Rachel Maddow show on MSNBC.
It's become clear that I'm not going to be carrying the ball. I'm not going to be the president, so I'm withdrawing tonight from the race. But I have to tell you, look, I've been fighting climate change for 25 years, and I've never been so confident of the ability of America now to reach critical mass to move the ball. I believe we are going to have a candidate.
Governor Inslee is the 3rd major candidate to exit the race. New Jersey Democratic Senator Cory Booker will be in Portland this weekend as he campaigns for president. He'll be at the Riveter in Southeast Portland Sunday night. Tickets for the fundraiser range from $50 to $1,000. And a heads up, if you're headed to the Oregon coast, you'll want to avoid the ocean at Seal Rock State Park Beach. Today, the Oregon Health Authority issued an advisory after finding high levels of fecal bacteria in the water. It says contact with the water can cause stomach cramping, skin rashes, and upper respiratory infections. You should stay away from the water until that advisory is lifted. Well, the morning clouds have broken up and we are seeing plenty of sunshine this afternoon. There's a live look from our sky cam in the Dalles, Mount Hood, just clear blue sky. Rod, that's not the only place seeing sunshine either.
Beautiful weather. Check out Pacific City. So the coast pretty much clear. How about that? beautiful day, and it will be a dry weekend for those of you with plans to be at the beach. Here's the Stoller Family Vineyards estate. It was a little cloudy here earlier this morning, but now all sunny and 66. The Reserve Vineyards and Golf Club has basically been clear all day. Some people walking to the green there, 65 degrees. Now, different story if you go to the east side of town. Here's the camera out in Gresham off of Powell, and still kind of mostly cloudy at that direction. But we're in store for a very nice afternoon, very comfortable temperature-wise. 67 at the airport right now, 77 degrees for a high temp. Coming up, we'll talk about the hood to coast forecast. Here's a look from the Timberline Lodge camera up at the summit. A little bit of cloudiness from this vantage point. It's 52 degrees. Brenda, was in the 30s up there this morning, rather. I have to dress for that type of weather for my Rod on the Road segment for tomorrow morning. But we'll cover the hood to coast forecast shortly.
I know it's going to be fun up there, though, for sure.
Yeah.
Thank you, Rod. You guys, here is a crazy story. Firefighters near Estacada had to rescue someone who fell into a septic tank and was stuck there for days. Yeah, days. The Estacada Rural Fire District took these photos of the scene on Tuesday. Firefighters say the person who got stranded had been working on the septic tank. That person was flown to the hospital, but we don't know the extent of their injuries. And here's another strange one. 3 Safeway stores in Washington found more than $1 million worth of cocaine inside that shipment of bananas. Deputies recovered almost 50 pounds of coke at a store in Woodinville, that's north of Bellevue. The King County Sheriff's Office believes whoever sent the shipments was not trying to send them to Safeway.
What we've learned from Safeway is that they've got trucks that supply the western side of the U.S., 144 stores. And it sounds like several of the stores, some way or another, got these boxes of bananas, and mixed in with the bananas in a banana box were drugs.
The DEA is now investigating. Well, we are getting a look at a new hotel going up along Vancouver's waterfront. It's the AC Hotel by Marriott. This is a computer graphic of what it's going to look like. The 4,000 square foot hotel will feature 150 rooms along with office space. The building is expected to be complete before the end of 2021. Businesses in Southern Oregon will soon get a boost thanks to a new deal to expand the local horse racing season. This week, TMB Racing signed a contract with Josephine County to extend racing at the fairgrounds in Grants Pass until the fall. With that news, restaurants, bars, and other local businesses say they're expecting to see more customers than usual.
We'll be attracting horses from all over the Pacific Northwest. We've got win-win situations for everybody involved. I think we've got, an opportunity here to make a significant impact with not just play, but a cultural impact.
The horse racing company will pay $175,000 a year to use part of the fairgrounds.